Hello students, if you remember we have already discussed unit number 1 from paper 3. Actually I am covering paper 3 and I am supposed to cover 2 units from that particular paper. We already have covered unit number 1, that is natural product 3, where we have discussed natural product chemistry of different steroids. Now if you consider this particular unit, that is unit number 2, what we have discussed so far is chemistry of vitamins. So we discussed classification, sources, biological importance of vitamin A, different B vitamins, vitamin C, D, E, K, H. So already we have discussed all those points, and then we discussed total 7 synthesis of different vitamins. Vitamin A, vitamin B1, B2, 2 synthesis we have discussed for vitamin B6, and synthesis of vitamin E and vitamin K1 we already have discussed. And then we started 2.2, that is antibiotic. In antibiotic subject, we have discussed classification of antibiotic on the basis of their activity, and we discussed chemistry of 3 antibiotics, that is penicillin G, cephalosporin C, and chloramphenicol. Okay, so far we have discussed all those points. Now friends, we have not yet started this particular point, that is 2.3, naturally occurring insecticides, where we are supposed to discuss sources, structure and biological importance of 2 naturally occurring insecticides. And after that particular point, we will cover terpenoids in another section, okay, where we will discuss chemistry of gingiberine. So let us start friends, naturally occurring insecticides. So what are naturally occurring insecticides? All those chemicals were being used in old days. So before discovery of synthetic insecticides, people at that time were used to have these compounds from natural sources, means the plant sources. So these compounds are derived from natural sources, which provides means for controlling pests or insects which affects human population directly or indirectly. And in syllabus, 2 such compounds are mentioned. One is a rotenone and other is a pyrethrum. So we now have one point clear, that what are natural occurring insecticides? These compounds are natural occurring, means which these compounds can be derived from natural sources. Nobody is using these compounds today, but these compounds were being used in old days. So let us take a review of rotenone. So it is a colorless, odorless crystalline compound. It occurs naturally in seeds and stems of several plants, and especially it occurs in roots of several members of Fabaceae family. And rotenone is the example of this particular class which is given in our syllabus. Regarding biological properties, rotenone is used as a pesticide, insecticide, and it is very effective non-selective fish killer. So at that time, in old days, people were using these compounds to kill fishes. Okay, it has only a minor and transient environmental side effects. Okay, this is the structure of rotenone. This is the pentacyclic structure having 2 heterocyclic rings, 2 methoxy groups, and 1 substituent present here. So students, what you can do, you can pause this particular video and you can write all the material as a notes for your exams. Regarding second compound which is mentioned in syllabus is known as pyrethrum. So pyrethrum type of compounds occurs in seeds and seed cases of pyrethrum plants. So one of the example is a chrysanthemum species, which we call as a shevanti. Okay, so in this particular species, the compound which is pyrethrum is present. The active substance in this pyrethrum family is a pyrethrin. Okay, it consists of pyrethrin 1, pyrethrin 2, etc. So there are different pyrethrins present in this particular species. And regarding biological property, they are highly potent against household pests and is completely non-toxic to humans and animals. So these compounds are very effective against as a weapon against different insecticides, insects and pests. This is the structure of pyrethrin 1. You must have to remember this structure because we will discuss synthesis of this particular compound in a later stage. Okay, this particular compound has a very complex structure, and we will study the synthesis of this compound in next slide. Regarding synthesis, this compound is prepared in 3 steps. In first step, we will prepare one of the intermediate which is required for step 3, which is called as trans chrysanthemic acid. And this particular step requires two ingredients, these two compounds. So the coupling reaction will occur, and coupling reaction will give this compound as a product, where this product is then treated with this compound, okay, and we get this type of a 3-membered ring compound as a product of step number 1. In same step 2, we require this particular starting compound, which is then treated with dival H, which is one of the reducing agent to reduce this ester. This ester group will be reduced to alcohol, and when you treat this compound with carbon tetrabromide, the CH2OH will get converted into CH2Br, and this is your product. The ester is being converted to alcohol, and here we have got CH2Br as a converted product. And then we will carry out Wittig reaction, where the Wittig reagent is brought here, and the compounds are coupled here to get extended structure. Now this is a structure number 2, that is product of step 2. Now in third step, we will combine product 1 and product 2, that is product of first step and product of second step. So what we are doing here, we are condensing these two compounds. So ester group and alcohol group will come together, and these two compounds will be combined, and then we will carry out oxidation reaction, and then isomerization will take place in order to get a more stable compound. So see the product of this particular step. Here ester and alcohol combine to give new ester. This can be called as a trans-esterification reaction, and this alcohol is being converted into ketone, and the double bond which is present here in between these two carbon is now shifted to next position, so that the isomerized product is obtained, which is a more stable, because it is a alpha beta unsaturated ketone type of compound. So friends, so far we have discussed natural occurring insecticides. In next session, we will discuss chemistry of terpene, where we are supposed to discuss chemistry of gingiberine, which is mentioned in our syllabus. Okay, bye.